Yo, what's up guys, drolby here, and today I'm going to show you exactly how much money crypto influencers make. So today we are going to follow one of them, and I found wallet, and I'm gonna show you when they buy, what they tweet around that time, when they sold, how much money they made, and so on. So how this will go, over here behind these black bars I have every single popular trade which they did, and over here when I show you what is behind, you will see which coin they bought, how much exactly they invested, how much they got when they sold, and what is their profit or loss. I will also show you who is this guy. I didn't saw that this is his public address, I think it's private, so definitely let me know what do you think about this video, and do you want me to make more videos about other influencers. Of course, I don't hate them, they're just working for their own bag, this is completely normal, and hopefully you can learn a lot from this video, and please, nothing over here is financial advice. So like I said, first coin is Wojak, he invested $105,000, and this over here is when he bought. So over here, when I zoom in, you can see in the start he had amazing entry. Over here he bought for $5,000, but sadly he sold for 8 few hours later. And like you can see over here, that was April 18 in 3 in the morning. And over here you can see our influencer, he is starting tweeting about Wojak first time in April 18, 6 AM. You can see in April 18 he tweeted like few times, and then you can see that he sold it, and over here on all-time high he started buying again. So his buy was my second in 11 AM, and over here you can see his tweet, Wojak most epic reversal comeback of the century to catch up into Pepe, I wonder. So this is exact same chart, and he tweeted exactly in this candle over here when he first bought into it. So as you can see, he was $5,000 in loss, and funny thing is, if he actually held this bag which he bought for only $5,000, over here, if he sold on all-time high, of course this is unrealistic, he would have $198,000 profit. His next bag which he bought was Pepe, and he invested $2,100, and over here you can see emoji, and reason why I put it over here is because he bought it 131 days ago, and he sold it over here, like you can see, only 1 minute later. So nothing about Pepe, he did tweet few times about Pepe, but mostly to shill another bags. And when I say shill, once again, I have nothing against this guy, I don't even know who he is, so I wish him all the best. Next token which he invested in was Bob. I liked Bob a lot, he invested $44,000. At first he made insane play, he bought extremely early. For those two bags he spent only $6,000, but sadly, like always, like he was selling and buying all the time, he did made insane profit, like over $90,000, but of course if he sold over here only this like first bags which he bought, he would make $240,000 profit, but no matter what, he actually did insane job. So this looks beautiful. If there are no buys after, that would be actually like something unique, because this is just like too beautiful. Another token which he bought into was Pepechain, he invested $9,200. As you can see, he took $56,000 profit, and once again these just look beautiful. You can see where are his buys, that was 28th of April, and over here you can see first time when he's tweeting about PC was 28th of April. Next play, Wall Street Baby, and over here he invested $64,000. Another absolutely beautiful play. You can see over here he was buying extremely early, that was mostly 26th of April, and he started tweeting about it 27th of April. Like you can see, he was selling on this huge dump, and that was kind of like good for him, because if he didn't, his profit would be way smaller. But over here he made same mistake, he was buying and then selling and kind of like losing money, but overall he exited on the time, because after that it just went to zero. Next token he bought into was BOBO. He invested $17,000 and he only made $3,700. You can see he invested immediately at the launch, 12th of May, and first time when he was tweeting about it was May 14, and then he exited the next day, and like you can see over here on this like all-time high, he didn't do anything, and I don't know if this guy don't know, but he's still holding $5,000 of BOBO. So if you're watching this video, I have no clue if you remember this or not, but you have over 6,000 transactions on your wallet, so maybe you don't know, but your bag was worth $41,000 over here on this all-time high, and you never sold. So I do kind of think that this guy actually forgot that he is owning more BOBO tokens. Then he invested in Ben token and he invested $71,000. He never tweeted about it and he took $15,000 profit. He started to buy 12th of May and he soon after like exited like few days after, and if he waited a bit more, then when BitBoy actually got like those tokens, it went to all-time high. Over here he would have like decent profit, but honestly this token was just like too weird, and this was probably like good call to exit because this was just way too risky. Then next token, Optimus, and that was Elon's tweet. He invested $50,000. Altogether he lost $10,000, and over here you can see where was his entry. It was actually really good, but he did make some mistakes. He didn't took profit, and over here he was investing 4th of May, and you can see over here 5th of May. This is first time when he was tweeting about it. This is insanely huge now. I also just entered glad to see you in the Optimus Elon robot, let F go. So he did invest a lot. He did have insane entry, but I think he should have like take some profit over here. Next token is REFUND, and he did bought so many times into it. Over here you can see basically 2 full pages of transactions buying and exiting, and over here you can see that he bought 14,500 first time, like extremely early, and then he sold it for 13.2, $1,000 loss, and then he started buying a lot 21st of May, and over here on his Twitter or X account he started tweeting May 21st as well. So really good entry. He was buying and selling a lot, but no matter what, this profit is just insane. Another token, Pepe 2.0, his second chance after Pepe. He invested $121,000. Altogether he got $34,000 profit. Really nice and decent trade, and over here you can see he was trading so many. He had amazing entry when he bought like $5,000, and that would be so much money over here. But no matter what, profit is profit, and later he stopped trading it and it went to basically like, I don't know, it's like $5 million market cap, but is full dead. The next token, WagieBot. This is basically bot which was created like after Unibot started to go viral. He invested $44,000 and he lost $11,000. The reason why I don't like this entry is because he was basically chasing trend, and he usually didn't do that. He was usually like buying before. You can see he bought like July 20th, and most of his bag like he already like sold 21st, like second day, and then over here July 23rd he tweeted WagieBot will be next method, character following Unibot. I placed my bets and using, and he did place his bet. He bought all-time high for $30,000 and he sold it 4 days later fully. And honestly, since he bought like all-time high, is not that bad only losing like $11,000. At least not for someone who is like basically making decent bag every single trade. Of course, when I say this guy have over 5,000 transactions, and those are only most hype coins which he was trading. Most of the things are way smaller, which means on those smaller ones he was having way worse percentages and he was losing way more money. So don't be crazy and think that this guy is making insane amount of money and that you can follow him and make as well, because this is far from truth. This guy is making money for himself, but you need to understand that this guy have money to lose in another like 20 projects before he finds something good. And most of you probably don't, so please don't follow any trades, just do your own research and go based on your research. Another coin which he bought for $44,000 and he made $23,000 is Mog Coin, which he started tweeting July 21st, and as you can see over here, he bought immediately at the launch for 1,800, then he sold it for 1,500, then he bought it again 20th of July, and then he once again sold. And over here on this hype he started buying more, and basically he did great over here because he was selling all-time high. Insane job. And as for now, he's holding 0 and he sold last bag 1 day ago. Another token which he invested on was X, and that was when Twitter was changing name to X. He invested $31,000 and he took $23,000 profit. This is where he was buying. This is like insane buy. I'm actually confused that he didn't like held this way longer, because basically like everyone knew that like this will pump, but let's not be greedy, he did make insane bag. Then he invested in our beautiful Bitcoin and he invested $31,000. He made $20,000 profit, and honestly he started buying extremely late. So far he exited fully, so he just went into profit and went away. Then we have X.com, and this is also one of the nicest trades I saw. He invested $1,800, he took $20,000 profit, and this is how this looked like. He invested extremely early and then he was like slowly taking profit. Then Mog Coin token, which is created by another influencer, he invested $52,000 and he got $16,000 profit. You can see that he started investing 24 days ago, and basically next 2 days he sold everything. So honestly, quick money, you cannot say anything wrong about it. Next trade is Linq, I believe this is how you pronounce it. He invested $916, another amazing trade, $24,000 profit, and this one is just like beautiful. And you can see he invested 10th of August and he invested only $900, like I said. He actually didn't tweet long time. He started tweeting about this like 4 days later, and over here he said first movers, Giga Brain Dev, and will probably make more X's. So over here you can see that he was like taking profits, and he still hold like $12,000 after this trade in this token. So it's really like question how much money he's going to make. This is like the centralized token where holders will get like liquidity out, and honestly this is just like double Ponzi, but it's working, it's first of that kind. And honestly I don't know how this is gonna like end. I have feeling that we're gonna see something like this but like we're gonna see. I'm not gonna FUD them, I'm not in it. This token is actually insane because I did bought extremely early. I think in one day I made like 6x and then I exited, and the other day I was checking how much I would have when if I was holding, and it was like $40,000. So this is how I trade and this is how this guy trade. Full difference, but honestly I didn't believe in it. Then another and last trade, SHIA. You can see that he invested $22,000 in it. All of that was over here on the start, and as of now his bag is worth $115,000, which means that he made like $90,000 profit, and his whole wallet right now is worth $349,000, which means that this is our influencer, which is 926 days old, of course his wallet. Once again he has over 6,000 trades, which means that he is not profitable in those smaller ones. I was taking only big plays which he done, so don't think that this is some gold mine. He's definitely good for his own. I don't know him. This video is only for content, and please go and watch my other videos because I made so many videos with tracking wallets. So if you enjoyed it, go and watch it. Peace.